Hi, today I'm reviewing the Farmacy Brighten Up Tranexamic Acid Dark Spot Toner. And really quick, I just want to say, I purchase these products with my own money. I'll never waste your time with sponsor ads or videos. So if that's something you're into, like, subscribe, share the video, check out the links below, or check out my Patreon community. Okay, so, this is one I picked up a while ago. All kinds of chaos happening. Okay. So this one I picked up a while ago. I think during their spring sale, I want to say. So a few months ago. So I've had a good chance to test it out and share my thoughts with you on it. And talk a little bit about the price and everything else and the ingredients. So they say it's a visibly brightening, gently resurfacing toner with 3% tranexamic acid that clinically shown to reduce the look of dark spots in as little as 7 days. I wouldn't really give anything just 7 days. Your skin typically has a skin cycle, which is at least 30. So I like to give things at least a month. But anyway, okay, so then they say 3% tranexamic acid visibly fades stubborn spots, while Azelaic acid and 5% PHA visibly refine texture and brighten for smooth, even-looking complexion. And they don't mention the percentage of azelaic acid. They mention the percentage of several of the other ingredients, except for the azelaic acid. But looking at where in the ingredient list, I think it's a little less than 1%. Typically, brands will mention things if it's over like 1%. So, okay. First criteria is packaging. So it's in a glass bottle, but they also mention you can separate the glass bottle with the cap and the stopper. I guess the cap and the stopper. And you can send them, you can get an email, send an email to Recycle at Farmacy Beauty, and they will send you a shipping label, and you can ship the cap and stopper to TerraCycle. I don't necessarily know if that's worth the sending it through the mail, but anyway, if you bring this to Sephora, certain Sephoras will recycle things, so then you don't have to go through that. I just don't know if that makes for just this one little thing when you can just bring it to a Sephora and get the whole thing recycled. But anyway, there we go. Okay, in terms of denatured drying types of alcohol, it does not contain any of those. When it comes to fragrance, it has a very light citrus scent. It dissipates very quickly. And from that, it contains bitter orange, sweet orange, and tangerine peel oils. And apparently, from what I'm reading, tangerine peel oils actually can have an antioxidant benefit for skin. I don't think bitter orange or sweet orange has any of that, but tangerine oil may. But then again, when you get the fragrance, you never know. Does the good outweigh the bad? I don't know. Just depends. Okay, the manufacturing location for this one is the U.S., so no issues with that. Let me double check. Made in the USA. Okay, so let me do a quick pH test for you guys. Okay. So, the pH of this one, I would say pretty close to 4. I would say almost 4, almost exactly, to be honest. So, no issues with that. So, ease of use. So, it's got a liquid texture to it, which is really nice. So, they say suggested use to wipe onto clean face in the morning and evening, avoiding the eye area. Do not rinse. Follow with your serum and moisturizers. For daytime, follow sunscreen. Personally, I've been using this one in my evening routines. Because of some of the citrus oils, I don't like using it in the daytime. Even if I use sunscreen, I prefer to avoid citrus oils and essential oils in my daytime routine. I think that's part of the reason I got the hyperpigmentation. I was using a lotion with peppermint in it. And I think that's what really caused a lot of my hyperpigmentation to happen. But I'm not 100% certain, but that's just kind of my thought on it. So I try to avoid those in the daytime, but you can certainly, if you don't have any issues with pigmentation, I guess use it then. But if you're using this to brighten up, I have a feeling you probably have some dark spots or hyperpigmentation. So anyway, if you do use it in the daytime, be sure to use sunscreen. I prefer using this with a cotton pad because it makes it easier to avoid the eye area because you don't want some of those ingredients getting in your eyes. It will sting. So you can use a cotton pad and then just smooth it over your skin. And it's got a really nice texture to it, absorbs pretty quickly, and plays well under other products, so no issues with that. Okay, I'm going to talk about the ingredients in 1 second here. Okay, in terms of animal testing, this is cruelty-free, so that's awesome. No issues with that. So for performance, why can't I ever say that? I enjoy this toner. I wish it had a little bit more azelaic acid in this, like if it had like a little bit of a higher percentage, it might be able to make me eliminate one step in my routine. But because it probably has less than 1% azelaic acid, I still use my regular azelaic acid product later on in my routine after this. I do think this probably helped brighten up my skin a bit. I haven't had any issues with sensitivity issues with this citrus. And then the wonderful thing for acne-prone skin, there's no ingredients of note, which makes it pretty nice. So I really enjoy this. I like the combination of ingredients they use. It's gentle. I think it's gentle enough for most sensitive skin types. And it doesn't use any super strong other chemicals that can be irritating. So I think that's really wonderful. In terms of the price, so this is the full size, 120 milliliters or 4 ounces. It's kind of tiny. And it retails for $34, but I swear when I purchased this, it was $28. And then I got it on sale. Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe the price went up since then, or maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but I swear it was $28 and I got it on sale because I bought it from the Sephora spring sale. But anyway, so I think $34 is starting to get a little pricey, especially when it is kind of a tiny bottle, although it'll last you quite some time because you're just applying a small amount of it, but still kind of expensive when you compare it to other toners and things. Okay, I'm going to talk about the it factor 1 second. Let me talk about the ingredients really quick. So we've got 5% PHA in the form of Gluconolactone, which is a gentle exfoliant used over long periods. Long periods of use may also help with decreased wrinkles, similar to, I think it's some of the AHAs, which if you use it for a long time, it can actually help firm up skin. PHA also has hydrating benefits as well as antioxidant benefits for skin. Great exfoliant for sensitive skin as well as rosacea-prone skin. Then we've got that 3% tranexamic acid, which is a great brightening, soothing, humectant ingredient. It also appears to help with skin surface layers to make it less susceptible to UV light exposure, which ultimately helps skin retain its younger appearance. Double-blind and comparative research has shown that tranexamic acid in amounts between 2 and 5%, which this is, rivals the results of over-the-counter concentrations of hydroquinone, which isn't over-the-counter in the U.S. any longer. So hydroquinone is a great brightening, it's really a bleaching ingredient, and now in the U.S. it's prescription. Other studies also indicate tranexamic acid has greater tolerability than hydroquinone, and consistent application of tranexamic acid is safe with topical concentrations between 2 and 5%. Results typically show after 2 to 3 months of consistent use, which they're saying it'll visibly brighten your skin after 7 days. And I almost wonder if they can really make that. I don't know. That claim seems a little bit fuzzy when you get into some of the label laws. But anyway, so this one says 2 to 3 months of use will help, and I agree with that. Tranexamic acid, at first, I wasn't impressed with it, but once I continued using it for a long period of time, I became more of a believer in it. Okay, then we've got betaine, which is a moisturizer humectant. Then we've got that azelaic acid, probably a small amount of it. Azelaic acid is an amazing ingredient if you're not using it, especially if you have rosacea, melasma, hyperpigmentation, acne, breakouts. Azelaic acid is an amazing ingredient. I highly recommend you guys pick it up, get an azelaic acid, try it for a couple months. I know you'll be impressed with it because for me it was a totally game-changing add-in to my routine. So it's great for brightening skin. It also helps with redness, prevent acne. Then we've got ascorbic acid, probably a very, very, very small amount, but it's vitamin C, skin brightening, antioxidant, anti-aging. We've got that tangerine extract, which may have skin protecting properties. Allantoin, skin soothing. We've got Inulin, which is a prebiotic that reduces the growth of bad bacteria on your skin. And then we've got fructose and glucose, which are humectants. So really nice list of ingredients. They did a great job. They didn't focus on one brightening ingredient, but they focused on several, which is what I really like. I don't like to depend on one ingredient because some people, it will work great, and some people, one ingredient might not do the trick, but for some, maybe the tranexamic acid in here is enough to do the trick, but maybe you won't notice the benefits of the other stuff. But then again, maybe somebody will have great luck with the PHA. So it's really nice to see that they did a really good job with the ingredients in here. Okay, then in terms of the it factor, so it's a little bit pricey. I'm really enjoying this toner. I'm not totally certain I'd repurchase at this point, but it's still a decent brightening toner with some well-researched ingredients. The interesting thing is, so when you search for dupes, there's really no real dupes for this. There's some alternatives that focus on the exfoliating ingredients, but there's no real dupes that throw in the azelaic acid, the tranexamic acid, the PHA, the azelaic acid. There's really nothing quite similar to it. Some alternatives, which are focusing on the exfoliant, the Beauty Bay Glycolic and PHA toner, the Summer Fridays AHA toner, the Versed Weekend Glow toner, and the In Beauty Down to Tone toner. But really nothing close to this. So it's very unique. So if they took out some of those fragrance ingredients, I could get with repurchasing this. And the fragrance in here, it's not strong. I mean, I don't smell it at all now, but you do notice it right when you apply it, but it dissipates pretty quickly. But those ingredients can still irritate sensitive skin. So anyway, so it is a unique product, which is what I like. So with a 10 being a perfect score, I have this one an 8. The issues are it's a little bit pricey, and the bitter and sweet orange are the other 2 issues. But otherwise, it's unique, it's wonderful, and really nice product overall. They did a good job, in my opinion. So anyway, interested hearing from you guys if you had a chance to check this one out yet or not. And if you have checked it out, what your thoughts are. Leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys. Farmacy always does an interesting job with their products, and they always come up with something fun and unique, and I like that. And anyway, love hearing from you guys, and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye, guys. Mm-hmm.